We'll get started on our backs today. So, noon on a Wednesday, you're going to lay back down midday. Find a comfortable resting position on your back. Unless that's not comfortable, you can really start your practice any way you like. But I like to lay down and just let gravity do its thing. Feel the weight of the floor holding us up, feeling supported, so you can just let those knees relax, shoulders relax, face relax. We're going to use this to transition into our practice. Really dedicating the next hour to ourselves, our practice, yoga practice, life practice. We'll start by noticing our breathing. If you haven't yet done that today, just start to notice your breathing. Is it short, or are you kind of naturally longer on the inhales and exhales? And start to follow the breath into your body. Imagine that it's filling every little cell of the body. And with the exhale, release and let go, surrender, relax into this practice. A couple more deep breaths. Maybe you add a little bit of pause at the top or the bottom. Very conscious, controlled releases. And we'll work our way through our usual body scan today. It's another great tool to bring awareness to where we're at in this present moment, how our body is, even our mind too. So we'll start at the base of the feet. Bring all your awareness to the base of your feet and the toes, the arches, the tops of the feet. Just notice what that feels like when you have your awareness on your feet. It's kind of silly almost, it might seem. But we're going to use this awareness to move up the legs, slowly kind of bringing in energy, bringing in our own breath to move things along. So gently bringing your awareness up into the ankles and up into the calves. Notice whatever you're noticing, sensations, maybe a little heat is going to that area. And continue moving up into the shins and the calves, using your breath to guide the movement. And then the awareness trickles up into the knees. Relax the knees. And gently moving up into the back of the hamstrings, the thighs. Imagine healing ourselves from the inside out. And it's really an awareness practice. How does your body feel? When you're ready, going up into the hip space, the pelvic area. Space where our creativity comes from. Fifth chakra. And then slowly moving up into the belly. What does it feel like to have your awareness on the space? Just awareness. Whatever you need. You need some love, compassion. We grant you that in this space. And then with your awareness on the low back, moving up the back, up the spine. See if you can roll your shoulder blades a little bit more. The back of the heart. Then moving into that chest space, relaxing your heart space. See if you can open up a little bit more from that area. A little bit more lightness. Maybe you smile to yourself. And then moving into the shoulders, bring your awareness down into the biceps, down into the elbows. Still using that breath, we're pulling in from the feet, going all the way up the body and then down the arms out of the palms of the hands. Your breath is your guide here. Relax and release. And then the back of our head, nice strong necks here, going up into that skull. See if you can relax your jaw a little more. Maybe sometimes in practice you need to be aware of the tongue. If it's clenched to the top of your mouth, you can relax the tongue in practice, yoga practice. Relax your cheekbones, relax the space around the eyes. Relax your brow and your third eye space, and the crown of your head. Root to rise, your body scan, you're here, you're present. If there's any word or sensation that came up during that body scan that you want to bring some more attention to, I invite you to offer yourself some kind of word of compassion from us today. So, any kind of encouragement or words of kindness about where you love yourself, how you love yourself. Help us to move through that body scan. There's some mental things that came up during the body scan. We'll take one more deep inhale and exhale here. With your exhale, maybe open the lips and release that hot air. Release. If the eyes are open already, flutter the eyes open, wiggle the fingers and toes, and then gently we'll bring our right knee up to our side body. Grab your right shin and pull that knee up into the armpit here. Feel the stretch across the hips. Keep your spine nice and flat, chin tucked down, and keep pulling that shin in towards the body all the way up into the armpit. And then half happy baby, grab the outside of that right foot. Really gently here, guiding that knee down towards the mat. Maybe taking your right foot in little circles to open different angles of the hip. We'll switch out those feet. Really gently let that right leg go long and guide the left knee up into left armpit. Both hands will start somewhere on that shin or the knee, left side. And you're trying to kind of glue it to that left rib cage. Opening the hip in that diagonal stretch from left to right. Happy baby, grab the outside of left foot. Gently guide the knee down towards the side and take your foot in any little circles or movements that feel good to open the hip. All while keeping the back flat still. Even the back of your neck is still flat. And release. Let's kick both feet up to the ceiling now. Breathe into those ankles a little bit. So take some ankle circles, flex the feet, breathe into the toes. Getting a little reverse blood flow here. Flex and point the toes. See if you can feel the stretch on the calves and the front of your foot. And then begin to bring the legs closer to you to get into the hamstrings. Check in with those hamstrings today. Ooh, it's usually a tight muscle, always connected to our low back. So as we open the hamstrings, the low back feels better as well. And then we'll grab behind those thighs, or behind our thighs, and rock and roll. Give yourself a little massage along the spine. Rock and roll up to seated. And we will first come to a little neck stretch. I like to start by getting into the neck. So find a comfortable cross-legged position. Sit up nice and tall. We're all engaged in our core, strong back. And then you can close the eyes here and just let the head hang heavy. You don't have to close the eyes. I just like to offer that as some of these beginning poses. When we're kind of still moving slow, just connecting with our body as it is right here today. So keep letting that heavy going in all directions, even yourself out. One thing I've been doing lately is when my head is dropped back, try to stretch the front of your neck by bringing your bottom teeth out further in front of your top teeth. Give ourselves a little jaw stretch too. Last couple breaths, bring yourself out here, and then come back to neutral. And then I got you crisscross, but I want to uncross your feet again. Get your our feet out in front of us, heels on the mat. And we're going to add some movements here today by starting with the twist. So bring our palms together, and as we go to the side, it's when we're on our right elbows down to the right as far as it can go. That's when you exhale. Inhale through center, exhale. So breathing, just kind of pushing out air to start our practice today. Moving back and forth with your breath. Just feel that core. You can sink back as far as feels comfortable. Try to keep that straight spine. Just use your breath, that inner fire to top us. Building heat at the beginning of practice. A few more rounds, a few more seconds. All right, back to center. You can crisscross those legs this time, opposite of that first crisscross you went into this time. Do the opposite foot, even yourself out. Sit on those sit bones, slowly now bring those hands nice up tall. And exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand somewhere on the thigh. Every breath has a little bit of a guided movement here. So when you inhale, see if you can pull the crown of your head taller. When you exhale, see if you can turn a little bit more to the right. And we'll come back to center, reach the hands overhead. Exhale, twist, takes it to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand on that thigh. Inhale, pull the core in. And exhale, twist the spine. All right, we'll come back to center, roll over those knees, find your cat-cow. Moving at your own pace, inhale, put those lowers down, gaze goes up. And exhale, arch the spine with the head being heavy. These are great, this is a great practice to tune back in with that breath and body. Really moving with your own pace through cat-cow. Out of the shoulders, head speed up. How does it feel to move with your breath? Let the breath guide the movement. And then bring your hands a little wider in front of the front of that cat-cow. And then we'll move a little bit wider to some hip circles. You can imagine drawing a circle with your belly button here. Sink your hips in all directions. Try to open up your body as much as you can here. Do whatever feels right for you. But we're starting to build that heat. Feel the shoulders engage with the core. Last couple breaths, so you get yourself out. You did on one side, do on the other. And then we'll come back to that neutral tabletop. Hands kind of right under the shoulders. So we're nice and strong. We'll tuck all 10 toes. Keep your core really engaged here. So try to keep those low ribs from popping down. And then lift the knees 2 inches off the mat and just hold this. You can stay here, or we're going to drop right into stand under it, left hips down to the left. Same thing that we did with those hands. Your exhale at the bottom. Inhale through center. Use your breath to guide the body here. Cleaning ourselves from the inside out with that breath. More, keep going. Back to center, send it high, down, low. Hips back, lock the seat. Find your first down on class, 5 to 10 breaths here. So spread your fingers wide. Try to turn your armpits in to face each other. They're trying to like look at each other through your heart space. Low ribs stay tucked in. Gaze is back between the legs. And then we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet. Come to a ragdoll pose. Bend your knees heavy, let your belly out on the thighs, grab your elbows. And you get to be heavy here from the tailbone to your head. You get to be nice and heavy. Imagine that ragdoll kind of like just letting go a little bit. If you feel stuck in any way, I know it happens to me. Bend the knees a little more. Inhale, lift like you're doing a half lift. Lift your belly up. And then exhale, release. It helps you get a little bit deeper. If your hamstrings feel good, you might straighten into one leg at a time. All right, we'll release the hands. Inhale, half lift. We're going to bring our big toes to touch. And then inhale, scoot forward to high lunge. So keep, or sorry, why did I say high lunge? Chair pose. So bring your hands forward, keep your hips low, chair pose. Really working those legs here. So squat a little lower, lift your hands a little higher. And then to start, we're just going to play around with that weight, roll weight to the balls of the feet and then to the heels. See if you can kind of lift part of your foot off the mat. Check in with your balance. All right, find that neutral. Neutral, all foot on the ground, and then we'll exhale, twist to the right. So left elbow is going to come to the outside of right knee. Inhale, grow taller through your crown, and exhale, press the hands together, spinal twist. Inhale, back to center. Your exhale, at your own pace, takes you over to the left. Conscious control movements. Right elbow lands on the outside of left knee. Inhale, pull that belly button up. Exhale, press. Keep the hips low. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. And we'll walk our hands back to the front of the mat. Return to your tabletop so you can lower the knees here. And then we're going to bring our right knee out to the right, open the hips, so 90 degrees with that knee. Take some hip circles both directions. See how wide you can get that right side today. And then we're going to take the right knee behind the left knee, fan those legs out, so fan the feet out as much as you can. Begin to guide the weight back into that left hip. So your hands will come with you as you're controlling the weight of the body. And we'll release back to tabletop. We'll thread the needle right side. So once those knees land, an inhale opens the right arm, and exhale, send it under. Reach all the way over to the left. Head comes back down to the mat. With this tabletop, make sure your low back is nice and supported. So, tabletop. Thread the needle. Make sure your low back is still supported by holding that core still engaged. And then that would be your best space to then move yogi's choice into a balancing posture if you want to lift that inside leg. And then coming all the way back to tabletop. Hands under the shoulders. So take a couple cat-cow here. Just tune into that body, tune into that spine, hips, shoulders. All right, same thing, other side. Left side, so we'll take the left knee out, 90 degrees, and just breathe into that. Opening it any way that feels nice. Some people might even lower down the inside. the right forearm. That kind of helps with balance. Yogi's choice. Even yourself out, and then we'll do that little stretch where we bring the left knee behind the right knee, fan the feet out. That really helps with balance and the angle of the hips. Gently guide the way back into the right knee. Last breath here. Guide your way back to tabletop. So unravel those knees, and then we'll thread the needle left side. Inhale, open your heart space. Exhale, thread the needle. Reach the hand as far as you can. Left hand to your right hand on the mat will help you guide into the stretch. Roll you deeper over that left shoulder. Make sure your core is engaged. And maybe taking your balance and posture. Beautiful. Slowly come back to tabletop. And we'll meet in a down dog. Tuck all 10 toes. Exhale, lift the hips and back and up those feet. We'll take it through a sun A, back and down. So on the bottom of an exhale, the space between the hands, walk step your hop to the front of your mat. When you get there, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reversal neck all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to heart center. Find some grounding here. Inhale, reach the hands right back up. And exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lead with the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take it through first chaturanga, or lower all the way to the belly. Inhale to your up dog or cobra. And exhale, push back and meet in down dog. We'll inhale, right foot lifts, spine to the sky. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, give it a tap. Inhale, lift. Second exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lift the leg. Your exhale, right knee, right elbow, or arm lift. Tap. Inhale, lift. Beautiful job. Fourth exhale, low lunge, plant the foot. Between the hands, drop the left knee. We'll do more of a flowing action here today. So with our low lunge, we'll bring the hands up. And with an exhale, we'll sink back to half splits. We're going to move through these two poses, building some heat, finding your balance. Opening up the left hip flexor and right hamstring. Use that warrior breath, try to make that ocean wave sound in the back of the throat. Next time you come forward, really ground down through that right foot, pick up the left knee, high lunge, sweep those hands forward. So that left knee will be a little bit more front knee bent. And then we're going to come to a little bit of a balancing sequence. So when we come forward, we're going to just kick that left heel straight to the front of the room. You can have that left knee bent or try to straighten the leg. Stay here or pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, warrior 3. Send it back. Kick the heel to the back of the room. Everything is grounded on that right ankle. Really nice job. And then we'll drop the foot high lunge. Swing those hands forward. And then exhale, hands twist to the right. So left elbow, right knee. Inhale, pull the belly button up. And exhale, twist. Lots of twists today. Gaze over to the right. Ground down through your right foot. We're going to bring our left foot up to meet the right chair pose with a twist. Big toes to touch, space between the heels. Keep the hips low. Keep that spinal twist if you can. And then we're going to take it a little bit deeper. So you can open your wings if you want. So left hand down, right hand up. Actually, invite everyone to try and open their wings today because we're going to come to another pose from here. This time, ground down through your left foot. We're going to come to standing. Either left hand is on the right knee or left hand goes all the way down to the bottom of the right foot. You come to standing with a twist. Right hand back, left hand somewhere on that leg or under the foot. Ground down through the left foot this time. Switch our balance. Keep twisting, keep growing tall. All right, we'll release through center. Shake it out a little bit. And then we'll meet at the front of the mat. On those feet, hands by the side. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, into the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa, or skip it. Knee and down dog. Always meeting down dog. Nice strong breath here. Let's inhale through the nose, exhale, release the outer mouth. Plunging ourselves over, releasing the feet. Inhale, left foot lifts high to the sky. Exhale goes across the body first, right elbow. Inhale, lift. Second exhale, knee to chest. Beautiful, inhale, lift. Third exhale, left elbow, left side, somewhere along that arm. Top, inhale, lift. And then fourth exhale, low lunge, plant the foot, plant your right knee. Hands come forward. And exhale, half splits. So again, like 5 to 10 breaths here. You're moving at your own pace. Feel that right side body open. Feel the left hamstring in the calf. Try to use your breath. Next time we come forward, ground down through that right foot. Pick up the back knee, high lunge. Sweep those hands forward. Grounding down through the left foot to start. So all that awareness in that left ankle, strong and supported. We come to right heel forward, kick it out. And then pulse with the quad lifting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it back, warrior 3. Warrior 3, left side. Hips are square to the mat. Drop it back, high lunge, sweep those hands forward. Bend and high lunge before. Exhale, for hands twist to the left, right elbow outside to the left knee. Pull the belly button up and exhale, press. Ground down through the left foot, step your right foot all the way up to meet the left, chair pose. Keep those hips low. Use your dristy on something that's not moving over to that left side. Expand the wings, so left arm up, right hand down. Ground through the right foot. Grab the other end of the left foot with the right hand. Come all the way to standing. Twisted with the left hand back. Beautiful challenge today. Open up the whole body, twisting, grounding through right side. Nice job. Or hand just on that knee. Stay with it. You got it. I know, it's a fun one. And return to the center. Shake out those legs just for a moment. Shake out the bottom of those feet. Yeah, feels good. Then we'll find that mountain pose. Hands down by the side. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale into the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift through the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to the feet, chaturanga vinyasa. Or skip it, maybe down dog. We'll just take it through a sunny, taking back and down on this pretty good pace. On the bottom of an exhale, with the space between the hands, let's step your butt to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stick with that heat. You got it. Inhale, reverse swan dive overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find that strength in the standing pose. Inhale, hands reach back up. Exhale, into the hips. Inhale, half lift, lead with the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take it to your chaturanga vinyasa. Or skip it when you come down dog. All right, let's inhale right foot on the side of the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up, warrior 1 this time. So your back foot stays down on the mat. Sweep those hands forward, track your right. Exhale, drop the hands behind you, hands or elbows. Open your chest space, getting ready for humble warrior. You might guide your right foot out a little bit more to the right. And slowly lower your chest, slow and control to the inside of that right thigh. Hands overhead to humble your warrior. So everybody can usually relax their head and neck a little bit more. So try to hold up the head. Keep your belly button pulling up. Hard closed belly. And then we'll inhale back up to warrior one. Nice job. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Now we're opening our stance a little bit, and those hips are nice and open now. So make sure you can still see that right big toe on the right side. And then we'll exhale, extended side angle, right elbow, right knee, left hand reaches up and over. You can stay here, maybe work on a bind today if you want to wiggle right arm under right kneecap and grab the hands together. Just a couple breaths here. Release, inhale all the way back to the reverse warrior. So right hand reaches up and over. There's a lot of strength to get there. Keep reaching and looking at that right hand. Exhale, half moon. Right hand's going to fall in front of the right toes. Grab your block here or any prop to keep the chest lifted. Big stretch, reach the left hand up. Lots of work. Step back, triangle pose. Your left foot lands 3 to 4 feet behind the right. Maybe that block comes to the inside of your foot. That's exactly the place for it here. Keep lifting the left hand up. And then we're going to come to a wide forward fold. So the chest comes to the center of the mat. Bring the toes into pigeon. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold your forehead down to the floor. Grab your hands behind you. Underneath you. Gripping onto the floor. Yeah, lots of options for your wide-legged forward fold. I like to hold this one for a little bit longer. So micro bend in those knees so you're not hyperextending. You might be working on version at some point, eventually lifting those feet off the mat. Last 2 really good breaths here. Warrior breathing. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Framing that right foot. You'll step the right foot back to meet the left. Take it through your chaturanga vinyasa. Or skip it moving down. All right, we're going to do that on the left side. So inhale, left foot lifts high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up, warrior one. Just like high lunge, where those hips are square to the front of the room, but that back foot is down, knee tracks out to the left. Maybe heel toe the left foot out. A couple inches more to the left, sitting up for humble warrior. Exhale, drop the hands behind you, pull the shoulders back, opening heart space. And exhale, release down into the inside of the left thigh. The belly button is pulling up, the head is relaxing down. Try to relax your neck a little bit more. And try to hold up the head here. We don't have to do that. Big, strong pose. Inhale back, warrior one. Control with that lift. And then exhale, open it up, warrior two. So the feet might get a little wider, still heel to heel alignment. Exhale, extend side angle. Maybe go right to a bind today, but in practice. Or holding extended side angle. Reaching for those fingertips to touch. You'll use a choice. Control, we inhale it all the way back to reverse warrior. Big strong lift with the core. Left hand back. Gaze at those fingertips. Feel the side body open. And then all the way to half moon. Grab your block, bouncing on the left side this time. Grab down with the left foot, reach up with the right hand. Nice one. Reach reaching down, beautiful. And take that quad stretch if you want. Otherwise, balance, balancing. And drop back to your triangle pose. Bring that block with you on the inside of the left foot. Triangle pose, legs are straight, heel to heel alignment. Right hand reaching up to the sky. And release to center. Second and final one, leaning forward, fold. Toes coming into pigeon. So if your feet aren't going strictly straight forward, you might bring your toes in closer and get some nice stretch on the outside of the calf, but I know it can be intense. Five more breaths in this extended, wide leaning forward, fold. We're extending. Moving that leg forward, maybe into the ball for your feet. All right, lift the chest, we'll relax our knees down to a frog pose. So we're going to stay facing kind of wide on our mat, and you are going to let the knees come as wide as they can. Press the inside of the shins into the mat. It's really important to keep your core engaged here, your belly button still pulling up towards the spine. And then you can release onto your hands or forearms, wherever the weight can hold in your body. Frog pose is a little bit of a longer stretch. Really getting into those hips. Be very mindful of your hips here. It shouldn't be pinching in any bad way. It should be really stretching, more like a yin posture. So every breath, every little movement counts here. Super cautious of the hips and the knees. Three to five more breaths here. Maybe move that weight around a little bit. Forwards, backwards, hands, forearms. See how you transfer the weight. See if that makes a difference on your stretch. Okay, slowly release those knees coming towards each other here. Woo. And then let's come down to our sit-ups. So release those feet out in front of us. So not cross-legged, we're going to keep our feet out in front of us. Do a couple shoulder stretches here. So first we'll start with a reverse tabletop. So our hands are going to come behind us, fingers face forward. Heels are about hips with distance. And on an inhale, press through the heels and lift the hips. Reverse tabletop. Beautiful. With the head drop back, big stretch through the front of the shoulders. Keep pressing up the hips, up the heels. And release on down, lower the hips. All right, we're going to come to one leg at a time now. So they call it wheelbarrow, but similar pose if this is in your practice. If not, just continue reverse tabletop a couple more times. Bring the right ankle to the left knee, hands go right back where they were. Your left heel might be more in the center though. And on an inhale, lift. Beautiful, lifting, pressing through the left heel, head falls back. And release. Switch out those feet. Let's take left ankle and right knee this time. One more time. Maybe a little wrist stretch here. I know that's long on my wrist. You can press the back of the hands together to release that. And then when you're ready, third and final, wheelbarrow pose. On an inhale, lift on up, let that head fall back, shoulders shift to the knees, and open out. Let that left knee fall down as you're pressing the left ankle up. Next, release. Cross them any way you want. We'll bring our hands forward, come back to a down dog. Pull out those feet, stretch the back of the legs. And then pivot pose right side. So we'll bring right knee to behind right wrist. Or shin comes forward. Let that left leg go back. For breath 2 here, try to stay up nice and tall with the chest first. Kind of squaring those hips. And then gently release down to pigeon pose. Be here for about 60 seconds. So bring that right side. Same with that body scan, bring your awareness to that hip space. Maybe that's not where you need to bring your awareness to. Sometimes the tension is being held somewhere else in the body. So you can relax a little bit from those areas. Bit of self-study when we're in these longer poses. And gently lifting up. So lift the chest, hands will come underneath the chest, and step back to a high, or keep saying high one. Step back to a down dog. Those feet. It might feel good on the back of that right leg to stretch it out a little bit. And a little bit right for you. And then we'll make our way to the left side. So left knee will land behind left wrist. Nice and controlled, you lower your weight down onto that left leg. Gravity's doing the work here. When you're ready, when you feel nice and square through those hips, lower on down to forearms, or you can have a block or a pillow. Wherever your rigid focus feels best. Elbow side, push on up. We'll come to a couple of seated stretches before we come back. Oh yeah, you can sit back to down dog. Stretch out the back of that left side. Feels good to keep on your practice. You're in down dog, then we'll jump forward and come to a seating position. Nicely. Thanks for being my teacher. All right. We are going to do one more line today since we opened the shoulders. So keep the left leg out in front of you. We're going to bring the right leg in towards the body here. So while we're stretching the back of this left leg, since we're nice and straight to that left side, we're also going to get into the right shoulder one last time. So working on another bind, you can wiggle your right shoulder in front of your knee. Your right hand is going to reach for your low back. Now that's a big reach. So maybe you try to grab your shirt or something to grip onto. Your left hand has a lot more reach, so let you reach back, try to find your fingertips. If you have the grip, inhale, lift, grow through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold over left leg. Keep your belly button going up. So you have space to fold. Try to release into it. If you don't quite have that line, that's okay. Working on the forward fold here. Last breath. Beautiful breathing here today. Release and we'll lift on up. And we'll bring our butterfly, our feet into butterfly for a moment here. Let the knees fall out. Maybe flat. We'll butterfly wings. Breathe into the hips. Breathe into the shoulders as well. The right one should feel pretty big open now. And then we'll even ourselves out. So the right leg goes long, the left heel stays up towards the body. Yet we're tracking that knee out to allow us to wrap the left shoulder in front of left knee. And if this is your pose today, you can stay here and bow forward on the right leg. That's a great pose. If you want to work on the bind, try to get those hands together behind you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forehead down towards that right shin. All right. Lift on up, release. If there's any last seated stretches you feel you need to get in, go ahead. Otherwise, we can spend the last 10 minutes on our backs and lower arm down. On down, slow control, maybe forearms and downwards. Find a nice flat spine. Put that chin down and give yourself a little hug. Wrap your forearms around your shins. And rock side to side. Feel those hip flexors. Feel your spine nice and long. Now we'll come to a happy baby here. So grab the outsides of the feet or the insides of the feet. Any happy baby that you like. And continue to bring those knees down towards the mat. To really breathe into the hips. Continue to try to find length in the spine and the back of the neck. And then we'll release. Take the heels up to the ceiling, straight into the back of those legs. Another reverse blood flow here. Just let those feet, the blood kind of come from the feet to the heart space. And if you want to, we're going to work on shoulder stand. So yogi's choice for restorative, with a block under that tailbone, or full shoulder stand. If you are ready for full shoulder stand, gain some momentum to lift the hips. Bring your elbows together, closer together on your back. Your hands capture your low back, and you're trying to get your hips as high as you can. Yogi's choice for those legs. You can play around with splits in the air, butterfly pose in the air, rose pose. Keep pulling your chest up towards your chin. Keep awareness on your breath. And lower down to cloud pose, letting those feet come overhead. If that's in your practice. Try to straighten into those legs. Maybe your hands come together underneath you. And then release those hands gently. Go on down. If you're ready to restore, you can remove that block. Let the tailbone be the last thing that hits the mat. And then we'll come to a supine twist here. So first let that back kind of feel, go back to its neutral position. And then when you're ready, be mindful of the spine. Bring the knees up into the chest and let it fall over. Right. Pick up your hips, come back to the center line of the mat. Wrap the top leg around the bottom leg. And working your way into your supine twist, nice and melty. We did lots of supine twists today. Mostly standing, those chair pose, and kind of twists. So this time you kind of want to get the gravity to work and melt that spine, twist it out. Cleaning ourselves from the inside out. All that heat that we built during yoga saunas today, helping us to clean out whatever it is in our body, mind, and spirit. And our spine can hold a lot of these toxins. We're gently relaxing. Once you're back in center, find a neutral spine and one time. Only when you feel good. Let those knees go over to the left. So the legs can stay stacked on top of each other or wrap the top leg around the bottom leg. As you're going down into the spinal twist as well, try to wiggle your shoulders a little bit higher on the mat. So that we're not like crunching our spine, but we're holding it long as we're twisting. Practice that right arm, let your knees go over to the left. And then gently make your way back to center. At this time, I invite you to take any last stretches or poses that are calling your name. I always like to give you a minute to get in any last stretches, because it is so different for everybody. So let your body guide you. Just knowing that we're going to meet in Shavasana, so that body gets to do any last poses, postures, before finding stillness. And some days our body is ready for stillness, so when you're ready, you can move into your Shavasana. Finding our final pose of collapse, corpse pose. Let the legs go long, toes go out to the side. Just like how we started class. For this time, a little more. Inviting a little bit more meditation. Now that we've made our way through the yoga asana. Allow your body to reap the benefits and mind to reap the benefits of the stillness and peace that you created. For the next few minutes, dedicating this time to yourself. You have nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Welcome to Vinyasa. Toes. Reach your hands overhead like it's a first stretch of the day. Long body stretch, flex those toes down, breathe into the side body. And then with an exhale, roll over onto your favorite side, right side for grounding, left side for energizing. A moment in this fetal position to recollect on your practice and vow to take yoga off the mat with you into the other 23 hours of the day. We gently press on up and in a comfortable cross-legged position. You can keep the eyes closed if that's comfortable. Ground down through your sit bones. We'll take one last inhale together. Bring your hands overhead and reach up. And exhale, grounding your thumbs down to your third eye center. We'll bring your awareness to that third eye. Notice the presence and aliveness that's there. Also, there we are, all connected. The light in me, see the knowledge, the light in you. Thank you for being here, sharing the space. Happy Wednesday. Namaste.